Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. And you guys, I just got into Las Vegas from Seattle, and right now I'm touring a massive master plan community called Heritage, made by Lennar. So I'm going to go over some really crazy details that I just found. But one thing that I want to tell you guys for sure is I've never been in a community like this with so much like quality building. This is probably the best community I've ever been in for Lennar, and I'm going to take you guys around. Now here's what I really want to point out. Right now they have 120 homes sold here right now, with another 300 homes pretty much ready to go at various stages of construction. Now again, remember you guys, one of the reasons why I'm flying out to different metro areas is I'm trying to pinpoint why some metro areas are crashing and some are not crashing. So for example, Austin is crashing significantly, but you know, Houston is not crashing as significantly. Now I believe that the metro areas with the most amount of new construction are going to show the biggest price declines this year, especially Lennar, because it appears that Lennar is just building like crazy. But before I begin, you guys, let me bring up the map just to show you exactly where I'm at. To start this journey, I had to fly south about 1,000 miles all the way here to Las Vegas. And let me show you guys the areas I'll be covering in the first video of Las Vegas. So zooming in here, now I'm going to go out to the west side of Las Vegas, and I'm going to stay mainly in the Summerlin area. So I'll be covering this Summerlin area over here and a little bit north of that. The reason why I want to cover Summerlin is there's so much new construction going on right now. And the other thing, guys, I'm also going to come up here to Pulte homes at Reverence. So this is the area I'll be covering in the first video. And I have to tell you guys, this area is absolutely shocking. The amount of money that they've poured in to Summerlin, I believe, is actually going to bankrupt some builders, because here's the thing, you guys, every house you're about to see in every community, remember this, 1/3 of the houses in those communities have essentially been sold. So there is an overwhelming amount of inventory in Summerlin, and we're about to investigate that now. So again, you guys, the question is why are some metro areas crashing and some not? Overall, I believe there's a lot of ingredients on that, but one of the primary things right now with home price crashes is the new construction. But when we add like COVID, boom towns, and migration, and tech workers that are being laid off, those are other additional factors in specific metro areas that are causing the houses to decline even more. Vegas didn't necessarily have a high migration, but what Vegas did have is a lot of land to start building houses. So I believe that it's possible. And you guys, this place right now, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, let me see if I could show you, there's a mountain range all in the background with snow. I mean, it's just really charming. They did a really good job from what I can tell building. So I'm gonna go tour these homes. Now you guys can see behind me, this is basically where people come to buy houses, and this is a sales center. So all those houses right there, you guys, are actually model homes. So I'm gonna go into those model homes and check it out. And then above those model homes are $1.1 million houses that are a lot more because there's a view. And basically the view, let me see if I could show you guys. It overlooks all of Las Vegas. It's really amazing, but I believe it's possible as a result of Lennar, biting off more than they can chew. This may be another ghost town. So it's possible Heritage turns into a ghost town, because who's gonna buy these 300 additional houses? I don't know who's gonna do that. Who can afford to buy right now? So I'm thinking that a lot of these home builders are gambling and betting that once spring comes, buyers are gonna flood back into the market and pick up these houses. And I'm also saying that in places, especially like Las Vegas, that demand is not gonna come back, at least in my opinion, but we'll know that in a couple months regardless. So I think that they're in for a rude awakening, and I believe in places just like this, and I showed you guys the map, that if you're a resident here, not necessarily an investor, because you really don't want to invest in new construction, per se, but if you're in this area and you want a primary residence, this may be where you come to get a deal of your dreams. But regardless, you guys, let me tour this community and kind of bring you with me through this journey. And if you can, guys, do me a favor, for all this effort, and I do have jet lag, I cannot sleep in these hotels, I'm running around everywhere, for all of this effort, for all of the money that I spent, you guys, do me a favor, please, and like this video, shoot me a comment below, let me know if you like these types of videos and if I should continue to do it, and obviously if you guys can, share this information. But either way, guys, let's get started on the tour right now. All right, guys, so I got a little bit closer to the model homes, and what Lennar did out here is pretty fascinating. You actually have to scan a QR code and you can gain access to these models. But I kind of want to just walk down here just to show you guys the type of operation that they have and how much money that they have, in this community and in this setup to basically continue to push houses, sell houses to homeowners. So Now, I walked into the clubhouse and I talked to an agent in there, and they basically said, you know, right now everything's about $10,000 to $20,000 off. There's additional incentives, but they also are willing to sell in bulk at a discount to investors, which I thought was very, very interesting as well. But again, the thing, and you guys can see, I mean, these are all model houses. I mean, look at this setup. How many people do you guys see walking around here? See what I'm saying? And it's Friday right now. I don't see a single soul here right now, and I can pretty much guarantee you they have millions and millions of dollars right now poured into this sales operation. So I'm gonna walk this whole thing and kind of look behind me, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about here. I mean, the quality of construction, you know, in this specific community seems superior to anything I've ever been to before. So overall, you guys, at this initial stage of the housing market crash, I believe you're gonna have to have new construction inventory. Now, I also believe that as more time passes and, you know, the industry starts realizing that buyers are permanently crippled because of unaffordability and inflation and the prices of houses, I think that once they start to figure that out, then it's gonna spread a lot more quickly to many different metro areas. And my eye's definitely been on Jeff, and that's kind of one of the motivating factors that brought me out here, because I really wanted to understand why in Texas, Houston, Austin, and places like that, I'm seeing significant signs of crashing in those areas, but someplace like Jeff M, and if you guys are new to my channel, Jeff M is a subscriber that I love, and he's in a market like in St. Louis to where he's not seeing any signs of crashing, although I believe he did say that his market did cool down and there's not like crazy overbidding or waiving contingencies and stuff like that. But one of the problems in his market is the lack of inventory, and he doesn't have new construction like this. And you guys can see, let me pan around here. You guys can kind of see how much money that goes all the way down there. You guys can see that. I'm gonna walk back up here, but this is really super nice. This entire master plan community and places surrounding it are all gated as well. And you guys can see the clubhouse behind me right there. You know, that's where people go to get access to these houses, get information. And unfortunately, I couldn't get any specs on these houses or prices on these houses. But again, they did tell me that about 130 of these are already sold, or 120 are already sold. And there's another 300 houses going up on the market. So again, you guys remember, the more and more time goes on with these houses just sitting here, these builders are going to continue to get more desperate, and they will be forced to fire sell these houses. So definitely keep your eyes on what's going on here in this community. Okay guys, I had to switch to the GoPro real quick because I'm in a community and I'm not sure if these guys are going to flex on me. And what I'm driving through right now is absolutely mind-blowing. There's an entire community here, master plan community. It looks like hundreds and hundreds of homes that are available on the market. It looks like by Lennar. So I'm going to turn the camera around just so I can drive through this neighborhood with you and kind of give you guys commentary. Take a look at this, all right? Now, I've already driven down, but it looks like most of these houses here have no one living in them, most of them. Look at, and there's streets and streets and streets. Isn't this wild? And here's another section up here. Here's where the construction is actually going on as well. So, I mean, that's all construction back there, guys. And again, I want to get out, and I may get out, but I don't want them to flex on me. So let me drive around here real quick. All right, looks like here is another street that is full of construction. I mean, this is crazy, you guys. I hope you can see this really well like I can. So, you know, looks like there are foremans around and whatnot. I mean, look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is insane. So there's people moving in right here. Look at this. There's people moving in right here in this truck. Look at that. Right in the middle of a construction zone. If these prices go down on these houses right here, look at that. If they go down on these houses right here, guys, those people are going to be trapped. Look at this. These are all available. Look at all of this. This is crazier than Texas. This is crazier than where I've showed you guys in Houston. I mean, this is only one small part of this area. Let me drive down here real quick, you guys, so I can really show you. I'm gonna turn this way real quick. Okay, so pay attention now, right? So as I'm driving down here, basically to the left and to the right, there are all homes. And these look like, you know, fairly nice houses. Okay, all of that looks available. Down there looks available. Let me show you guys this. Most of that looks available. There's a couple cars in driveways over there. I don't know if you guys could see that. This as well. Couple cars over there, not many. Let me show you guys over here. Okay, a couple cars there. Looks like most of those are, there's a couple vacant ones. Look at here, guys. Same thing over here. Now what we're going, we're going through another construction area. This is wild, you guys. What are these builders gonna do? I think what they're doing is all of these builders are gambling that demand is gonna come flooding back come spring. And I think they're in for a rude awakening, like I said, when they, when the buyers don't show up. I mean, look at, guys, look at down there as well. Almost all of those. Now they live in there, but look at this. This all looks completely vacant. All on the right here. This is really, really astonishing, guys. This is really, really astonishing. I'm gonna keep driving here a little bit. All of that, I mean, look at you guys. I mean, I'm looking inside these, these are all new units. This is wicked, you guys. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. There's another community over there. I mean, I'm probably in the middle of thousands and thousands of houses right now. This is Las Vegas. This is absolutely mind-blowing. All right, so I'm on top of a hill basically right now, and I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick, guys, because I'm gonna give you guys a bird's eye view of the development that's going on right now and why I think that this is possibly going to turn into a 2008, 2009 Las Vegas ghost town. But before I pan around, understand that they also have $1 million homes being built right behind me above the model houses. So let me turn this around, guys, and let me show you what's going on. Basically, all this right here is done being built. That should all be available right there, you guys. And also, mixed in here, there's 100, and this actually goes back around here. I can't show you guys like over here, but this is a massive community. Now 120 of these houses have already been sold, and another 300 are either being built or are also up for sale. So again, this is absolutely shocking because normally builders are only building, a handful of spec homes. So to see something like this, to where Lennar has just YOLO'd construction, it's not normal. It's absolutely shocking to me because again, you guys, they're usually a lot more cautious in this because they cannot afford to keep this here. They can't afford not to sell this. So what other option are they gonna have once they wake up to the reality that buyers aren't gonna be flooding back in here during the spring? Either way, guys, I'm gonna go on top of that hill back there and let's take a look at some construction that's going on right now as far as the $1 million homes that Lennar is currently offering. All right, guys, I'm gonna do another tour video from my car. I wanna be really, really cautious because this is a gated community. Now, I did get permission to film where I was just at, but with all this construction going on, I'm just gonna be safe. And let me turn this around. These are $1 million houses right now. None of them are sold. Take a look at this. This is insane, you guys. Take a look. I mean, these are still being constructed, so we have massive amounts of inventory, more permitting, more construction. I mean, this is really, really something special here. This is something special. This area is gonna crash, and it is gonna crash hard. And if you're patient and if you're watching, you will probably be able to get a deal of a lifetime right here. So pretty amazing, you guys. And also, I don't want to mess with these people. These are probably some hardworking, employees, and I don't want to mess with them. I just want to get you guys some boots on the ground data. But you can see they don't build here like Texas. That's all stucco. Everything's wrapped, all the materials. Do you see how nice the sites are here? Look at this, okay? Little dirty, but nothing like Texas, y'all. Nothing like Texas. And I got a lot of hate from people like, oh, the construction work sites are always that messy. Well, really? Are they really always that messy? They do good work here, you guys. And I know that Lennar, sometimes has a bad reputation, but I have a lot more faith, now that I see this. I have a lot more faith. And let me show you guys something else real quick. Now, obviously, these are all lots also right here, okay? But look to the right. Look at this up here. This is insane, you guys. Who knows what they're doing up here? I have no idea what they're doing up here. No idea at all. But there's a lot of work being done up here. I mean, what is this? What is this? Look at all the concrete. Hopefully you guys can see hopefully you guys can see this. I mean, here's my question. Look at this, guys. What is this? This is crazy. This is crazy. More houses. And again, if they can't get the money to flow here, it's communities and projects like this that will bankrupt Lennar. They have way too much money in this development right now with almost little to no demand. And look at this. There's more like $1 million houses right here. I'm going to turn this around for you guys. So there's stick-built houses on the left there. On the right is all this, these are lots right here. So again, just really, really astonishing how much is actually going on. And none of this, y'all, is on MLS. I had to drive here. Took me about 40 minutes to kind of find an area like this because they don't tell me on the website, you know, where can I go to see a whole bunch of houses being built, you know, where you're gonna have the biggest price cuts. They don't want people knowing that. So I have to, you know, obviously go around and look for the stuff like this. Now, I'm not sure where I'm driving right now, but I don't see any you know, trespassing signs. Let me show you. There's a whole nother area up here. Jeez, it's just, the building is just continues and continues. I don't even see an end in sight. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Take a look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. So I'm not sure what all of those are. It could be apartments. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm gonna turn around here because it looks like it dead ends up there. So I'm gonna turn around and move to a different area now. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm still in Summerlin and I'm at a Tri-Point community, guys. In this place right now, I'm just blown away by the quality of construction right now and how much construction is going on. Now, the sales office is behind me right there. I did go in there, guys, to see if they have any additional buying incentive. Now, in addition to whatever's on the website, the agent in there did say they're willing to negotiate, but not only that, they're offering 2% back towards closing costs for cash buyers, which can be, you know, $30,000, and then 3% for people that are doing financing. Now, on top of that, they also said $30,000 to their design studio. So in other words, you guys, Tri-Point is getting super duper like aggressive. Now, they have 2 communities here right now. Now, the combined total of homes that are still available are approximately 40. So they have 1/3 of the homes left to sell. And the interesting thing is, guys, is there's really no one touring right now. I'm gonna drive down there, guys, and I'm gonna show you all of the construction that's going on as well. Versus walking, it's a little bit different here in Las Vegas. I had permission to film right in front here, but I just don't want to interfere with what's going on right now. And when I'm driving, guys, I want you to pay attention to the pride of craftsmanship from the builders. The sites are clean. Everything looks good comparably. So I'm driving around the Tri-Point community right now, you guys. I'm about to pan it around here. I'm just trying to get ahead. The only thing to my right now is additional model houses. To the left is some type of park, and it is a gated community. Let me turn this around here in a minute, and you guys are gonna see, you know, just how, you know, I think these people are nonsense, to be honest with you. I think they're in a lot more danger than they're willing to admit. And I'm willing to put money on that. And I just don't see how Las Vegas can get through, you know, holding on to so many spec homes. But here's the first street, you guys. Let me pan around right now. Okay, so as you guys can see, different levels of construction. We have lots here on the left waiting for developments. We have on the right here more lots. We have framed houses on the right. We have houses that are sealed here on the left. Okay, and you guys can see the, you know, look at the quality. See what I mean? Look at no materials laying around all over. Look at that, same there, look at. So, you know, it's different here in Vegas versus, you know, Texas for sure. Now look at this, guys. You know, there's a car right there in that driveway and up here as well. But any of those houses that we just passed have price cuts. All these people are going to be trapped in their house without an ability to refinance or sell, or at least that potential is there, right? These people are the biggest at risk. Anyone that purchased in this community at the peak is definitely, in my opinion anyways, in for some potential pain. So I just came to the Pulte community of Blacktail. Now this community right here, y'all, is I just can't put into words how, you know, different, you know, how unexpected the quality is here. I expected a whole bunch of houses, but again, not this level of quality. You guys can see the, you guys can see the model homes behind me, and it looks like they're 3 stories. Now I did go in and I did talk to the sales agent, you know, super nice guy. I'm just blown away by so much here, you guys. But he did confirm they're offering about $30,000 off and an additional $27,000 as far as closing cost incentive, as long as you use their builder. So that's about $57,000 off plus additional room to negotiate. So obviously they're getting super aggressive. Now what I want to do, let me just pan this, guys, because it's really hard for me to put this into words, but all that back there, I don't know how well you guys can see that, is construction. That's all raw land construction. Now this way, Let me show you guys here, and I'm gonna drive through here, but those are all houses being built right there, okay? As far as what they have remaining in the community, there's already 40 homes sold and another 80 houses up for sale. And that's not including this raw land over here. I mean, this is so shocking, you guys. I'm gonna drive through the community here in a minute to see the inventory. Then I'll go over some stats about Las Vegas, and then I'm gonna conclude the video. And I really appreciate you guys following along with me. I now have a different opinion as far as quality of construction. You know, I think it's a Texas thing because of the lack of permitting and stuff, but not everywhere is like Texas. And coming here to Vegas, it shows me that. And I have not been to an area in any metro area with this much money being poured into new construction. Is by far the heaviest invested in new construction that I've ever been to. Okay guys, so before I end this video, let me give you some stats on the overall Las Vegas market according to Redfin. Now let me first tell you guys about pending sales. Now pending sales currently, you guys, this is astonishing, is down 63.18% year over year. As far as median sales price, Las Vegas peaked at $456,000. It's now down to $392,000 or $64,000, which represents 14%, a year-over-year price decline of 2%. Now, as far as the inventory started 2022 with 6.7 weeks. Currently, they're at 25 weeks of inventory, making it a buyer's market for resale and new construction for a total growth of 273%. Now, sold homes are down 48.6%. And another major thing, guys, the rental market is also melting down in Vegas. Vegas is considered the second worst rental market right now, with a decline of 0.9% monthly, and also, you guys, year over year. Now, obviously, the stats that I just gave you makes the situation compoundingly worse. But what I want to do now, guys, is really just opinion of this community, and you guys can kind of see in the background all of the building. I mean, this is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. Now, here's the thing, you guys. In conclusion, in this area that I toured in this, in this video, my conclusion is, this breaks all the fundamentals. These are not only everywhere, so I had no idea I would find so much new construction, but what I'm really shocked about, you guys, is the quality. The whole narrative to where new construction is of poor quality, that's out the bag. This stuff behind me, you guys can see, this is high quality stuff. At least in my opinion, you guys know that I'm not in construction. So this is astonishing, you guys. In conclusion, I think that this area in Vegas, and you guys remember the map in the beginning, I think it's quite possible this is going to turn into a 2009 ghost town. I don't understand what these people are thinking and why they have decided to put so much money in this area of Vegas. And these aren't cheap houses. We're not talking like in Texas, $200,000-$300,000 houses. These houses are multi-million-dollar houses. So overall, you guys, I'm saying right now, don't purchase, but the builders will continue to liquidate these houses here in this area in Vegas in order for them to stay in business and, quite frankly, just pay their bills. So the more and more time goes on, the more price cuts will happen. Now, I think that it's really going to spiral out of control this spring, because I'm thinking that they're doing all of this building because they're banking on buyers coming back to the market. So if they do not come, and I'm talking, you guys, a lot of buyers would have to come back into the market to save these people. So I think they're in for a rude awakening. Their rude awakening is going to be potentially the deal of our lifetimes. Now, other than that, guys, I really appreciate you following along with me. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I wish you luck, and I hope you win.